Djibouti. 3 of the world's most critical data arteries just went dark. This looks like an internet outage. It is not. It is the first shot in a new kind of war. To understand what just happened, you have to see the world's internet not as a cloud, but as a physical network. These are the cables. Garden hose thin conduits protected by steel wire lying on the ocean floor. 99% of all international data travels this way. Not in the cloud, on the seabed. And the Red Sea is one of the most crowded and most vulnerable choke points on the planet. The cables that were just severed have names: CECOM, EIG, AAE-1. They carry a combined 25% of all traffic between Europe and Asia. Start with the official story. The cargo ship Rubymar, struck by a Houthi missile, sank. Officials claim its anchor, dragging across the seabed, cut the cables. A tragic accident in a war zone. But the physics don't entirely add up. The damage is too precise, too simultaneous. Not an accident, a test. Let's talk about the immediate effect, the first cascade. For countries like Djibouti and Kenya, it wasn't a slowdown. It was a digital blackout. Traffic was rerouted around the entire continent of Africa. This introduced a new problem, a problem measured in milliseconds. That failure has a name: latency. The speed of light is a hard limit. Rerouting around Africa adds 90 milliseconds of delay to every single data packet. For a video call, this is an annoyance. For a billion-dollar financial transaction, it is a catastrophe. High-frequency trading algorithms depend on being the fastest. The algorithm that wins is the one with the shortest physical path. The system that was built for efficiency. The system that connects global markets. The system that just became a weapon against itself. This is the second cascade. The financial shockwave. European banks with data centers in Asia were suddenly operating blind. Their risk models, their automated trades, all compromised by a physical event thousands of miles away. The integration that makes the system efficient is the same integration that makes it catastrophically fragile. Now, let's talk about the actor. The Houthis claim responsibility for attacking the Rubymar. They have never explicitly claimed responsibility for the cables. They don't have to. The ambiguity is the message. Months before the incident, a Houthi-linked channel published a map. Not a military map, a map of the subsea data cables. The caption read, "There are maps of international cables connecting all regions of the world." It seems Yemen is in a strategic location. This was not an accident. This was a threat, publicly declared. A threat to demonstrate a new capability. The capability to hold the world's data hostage with 20th century tools. You don't need a cyber army. You just need a boat, a grappling hook, and a map that's publicly available. This is asymmetric warfare, evolved. Watch what happens next. The repair. Repairing a subsea cable is a complex, delicate operation. It requires a specialized ship to grapple the cable, lift it to the surface, and splice it back together. But you can't do that in an active war zone. The repair ship needs permits. It needs safe passage. It needs insurance. The Houthis control the permits in Yemeni waters. The entity that broke the infrastructure now controls the timeline for its repair. This is the third cascade, the weaponization of repair. The cables had been down for months. The cost is not just latency, it's depletion. The remaining cables are now overloaded, running at 150% capacity. One more failure, one more, quote, accident, and the entire system collapses. And this is the part that matters. This was not an attack on Djibouti, it was a proof of concept. A demonstration for every other choke point on Earth. The Strait of Malacca, 12 cables, a single point of failure for all of Southeast Asia. The Luzon Strait, near Taiwan, where 90% of its data connectivity could be severed in one afternoon. The sanctuary was an illusion. The assumption that civilian infrastructure was off limits was not a law of physics. It was a gentleman's agreement, and the gentlemen have left the room. Here is what the Red Sea cable cut means from this morning forward. It means the global internet has a physical, vulnerable body. It means the distinction between civilian and military infrastructure has been erased. And it means the next great power conflict may not begin with a bang, but with a sudden, inexplicable silence. The digital economy runs on trust. Trust that the pipes will remain open. That trust is now broken. The blueprint is out there. The vulnerability is permanent. And the cost of repair is now part of the calculus of war. A threshold once crossed cannot be uncrossed. The world is more connected than ever and more fragile than we knew. Djibouti, the seabed, is now a battlefield.